Hey, listen. If you, A, are not sleeping through the night with your 10, 11, 12-week-old puppy, or B, aren't able to, get anything done because you're spending all of your waking hours with the puppy, that can change. It's total crap that you can't be away from your puppy at all by that age. You got to do things to work up to it. So if you don't do your due diligence of crate training and teaching the puppy that you come and you go sometimes, you shouldn't just be bailing, leaving to the grocery store and leaving the puppy without knowing what they're going to do when you leave them. You should be practicing leaving them right when you bring them home, not leaving them, but pretend leaving, right? You crate them downstairs, you go upstairs. You crate them inside, you go outside. You set up FaceTime with an iPad and you set it on the crate and you take a lap around the block and someone sits in the passenger seat and checks out what the puppy's doing. And the other person drives safely and you see, oh, look, we left and everything's cool. He's just chilling in there. I go into a lot of detail about what I've learned from Marvin on types of crates and what crates are really safe to leave them in and what crates aren't so safe to leave them in, taking collars off and wire crates. And there's so many details, but baseline thing is that if you're at 10, 11, 12 weeks old and you're not sleeping through the night, you can change that. And if you're not getting anything done because you're doting on the puppy for 12, 13, 14, 15 hours a day, that's crazy. It's crazy. And it's crazy because your puppy needs to learn that your whole world is not revolved around you doting on them. And it's not that you can't live, life and have fun with your puppy all the time. But if you're not teaching them from the beginning that sometimes you have to get things done and you can't pay attention to them and they just got to be okay, you're teaching them how to be okay, then you're kind of missing a life skill. So if you're not doing that, you should be working up to it. But most importantly, if you can't, go take a shower, go to the gym, run to the grocery store because you can't leave home because you have a puppy, there are things you can do to change that and get your puppy comfortable being in a crate for a set amount of time. And what you're doing with your time that the puppy's not in the crate, that all is a part of it. You can't just keep the puppy in the crate and not do things with it. But if you're only using the crate for a 30-minute nap and then the rest of your waking day, you are chasing around a puppy, getting it from eating in your garden, getting it from picking up bark chips, getting it from chewing on your shoes, and you just have this cute little gremlin running around your house and you're not teaching it. Sometimes you have to do nothing and sometimes you have to be bored. You're just creating this life of chaos, and your puppy doesn't need it. They don't need that. You can sleep through the night. You can get on a feeding schedule and a water schedule that they can hold it through the night, go to bed a little later, wake up earlier, and then you can go run an errand and your puppy should be okay in the crate if you're doing your due diligence. I feel like we're in a crisis. That this last year, Marvin says I'm just training more dogs, but I'm telling you, I have never spoke to so many people that their entire life is on lockdown because they got a puppy. You should feel busier. You should feel like you have a part-time job doing the things you need to do to socialize a puppy, spend quality time with them, train them, all the things. But it should not be a 14, 15-hour shift in your day. You should have breaks, and you should be teaching your puppy that you guys have breaks from one another. If you need help with that, we can help you. I'm not saying everyone lives like this, but the majority of the people that we're working with puppies, especially, and I'm telling you, there's an increase in the last year, all are dealing with bitey, mouthy, overstimulated, underslept, overwhelmed puppies that are jacked or exhausted. They're both split between those two personalities. I am jacked up all the time. What are we doing next? What are you going to give me? Am I getting a lick mat? Do we have a treat? What are you doing? What are we doing next? Are we going outside? Are we coming inside? They're little crackheads. Or, and puppies got a lot of energy, but like they've been made into little crackheads. And they can't settle because no one's teaching them how to. They have constant attention. They're constantly being doted on. And no one in the house is saying, hey, you're going to relax for a minute and do nothing. Or you're going to practice taking a rest because you're like a tiny toddler and you're acting like you're jacked up on sugar and you really just need a nap. No puppies are like, I think, I'm a bit tired. I'd like a cup of tea and a bit of a rest. They ain't doing that. So you have to teach them how to. And they're either jacked up, don't know how to rest, or they've been jacked up for a week straight. And they're like, I am so exhausted. I'm asleep, but I'm awake. So help them. Help yourself. Tighten that up a little bit. Let me know if you need help.